your family library or family template file. So how you can install that? Let me show you that first. So open your browser and there in the Google you search for like Autodesk Revit. As because I am having 2021 file, so 2021 family download you can say, or I know the site, so family content or Revit Autodesk Revit content, that will be the site. So there you will find every library file, so you just have to choose the right file and you download and you will get all the files. So let me just show you the proper website. Just wait for a minute. Okay, yes, so this is the one. All right, scroll down. Now there you will find out these files. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you see, according to English United States, these are the file. Okay. According to English United Kingdom, these are the file. So you have family templates as well and your libraries. So for Imperial and your metric, both are there. Okay. You choose the right file and it will be downloaded, and after that extract it, you will get that file in Revit. Okay. So as well as we have Indian files. Okay. So you can download this template and library. All right. Okay, so this is the website. So now let me go to Revit and let's start with previous file. So you remember that we have created these walls and doors, right? Now we also have created this curtain wall. So for that, let me show you one more thing. That is, we can create curtain grid and mullions. After that, we can add curtain grid and mullions like that. So for that, let me show you. W is the command, and you can open the curtain wall or exterior glazing or storefront that you can open. So let's go with curtain wall. Okay, so no, that is a simple curtain wall which has grid lines outside the boundary. So these are grid lines, and there you can place mullions. So this is just a simple glass panel, and your exterior glazing which has the grid system in it, but it doesn't have any supports. Mullions is missing there, and storefront is the full complete curtain system, curtain wall system. Okay, with all the grids and the mullions or the mullions, whatever you pronounce, that you can see. So you know how to change it. Go to its type, and there you have this vertical grid and horizontal grid, all the spacings you have. Okay, and there you can change it, uh, the type of your vertical mullions, horizontal mullions, that you can change it over there. Okay, now we have this curtain grid and mullion. So curtain grid, you go with this and you can add some grids over there. Okay, so here you see all the segments, it's adding in all the segments. Suppose you want to add in one segment like this to this. as a one segment so that you can add like this. Okay, this, and you can choose like all expected picked. So if you pick this one, it will be like this way. Okay, so let me show you how you do it. Curtain, go to curtain grid, all expected. So you normally place it first and then you pick this one. So this one will be the remaining. Okay, and you just press enter. You see, all expected, picked one. Okay, so this way you can create your grid system, and after that you go for Boolean. So grid line, only on the particular grid line you choose, you will select, and on that grid line you will place Boolean or Boolean. So you can select which type you want to pick. Okay, so that will be selected, and after that you will place on. Okay, you can place over there, can place over there. Okay, all right, so this way one by one you also can pick. You can pick like this also, like only grid line segment. So if you choose this segment will be fulfilled, this will be opened, so that you can go with grid line segment. And if you go with this all grid, so all the grid lines will be filled with one click. Like let me show you this one. See, okay, now let me delete this one. Let me go with this file. Okay, so let me go with the Boolean, and there you see, okay, it's already placed. All right, now what you can do is you can make it perfect. There you see that this mullion is intersecting between this horizontal mullion. So if you want to continue this horizontal mullion as a single horizontal mullion, so that you can do. So for that what you do is select this one and you make it continuous. So it will be continuous with the next one. So same like that, you have to make it continuous. So make it continuous. All right. Same like that, select it and make it continuous. Or else what you can do is you select all of them together. If you need to make it all, so select all of them together and click on make it continuous. So let's do this at the top. Select this, select this, select this, and make it continuous. All right. So this is how we can edit our modify our existing curtain walls. So let me delete those. Now suppose you want to place some exterior wall as a curtain wall, so that you can do. So let me show you how you can do that. Okay, so for that, first let me create some floor. Okay, so first of all we will look into floor. So we will select this for architectural option, and in 3D also we can place it, or else we can go to level 1. Okay, there we can place it. So it is up to you. So better we go into particular level, and there we can see the plan and we can make it properly. Now let me select if I'm going with this rectangular option, so I can choose this as a rectangle, and this way I can make it. Okay, all right. Or else what I'll do, if I'm going to select the wall, so I can select according to the wall. So when you are selecting the wall, so for that uh, let me hide this image over there. Okay, now go for this floor. So for floor, you can assign your keyboard shortcuts. So right now we don't have any keyboard shortcuts there. So KS is for customizing your keyboard shortcuts. You search for floor. There you see we don't have any shortcut for floor architecture. So here you can assign like FA. Okay, assign. This is assigned and click on OK. Now if I press FA, see this is activated, and from the type selector you can choose the type, which type you want to assign. Okay, so let's go with this generic option, and there if you go to edit type, and you can create new uh, floor with different thickness. So for that you go with this duplicate, as because this is also a system family. Okay, so if you want to create new one, go with duplicate, and then go with this edit, and you can then define the thickness over there, and here you can change the material. Okay, so let's define this one as a material, and here also you can add layers. Okay, so let's add some layers. Okay, uh, so at the bottom we'll make it down. All right, and at the top also we'll place. Okay, let's yeah, please go on.
Bottom will be the ceiling of the below floor.
No, here I'm not placing the ceiling, here I'm placing the floor.
Yeah, but no, this material will be the ceiling of the below floor or of that slab.
I'm placing the bottom floor.
Yeah, no, this finishes you are giving. No, so you said one on top and one
Okay.
on bottom.
Yeah. All right, all right. So here you see this is the core layer
Hmm.
within this core boundary. Okay. So this one will be this side will be the top surface, and this side will be the bottom surface for your floor. Is that what you are asking?
Yeah, so that won't be the ceiling of the below floor, is what I'm asking.
I'm not able to understand your question.
The above the first one is the floor finish, right?
This one.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Then the second, like structure, is the main structure slab, and then the fifth one is finish below the slab.
yes, right.
So that below the slab is the ceiling of the below floor, is what I'm asking. So like plaster. So if this is the first floor level, second floor level, if I'm making the slab of second floor level, then the below the fifth point or fifth finish will be the ceiling of the first floor
No,
top.
for ceiling we have different option. So for ceiling we will create it separately. So this is for floor. This is for clearing floors.
Then
So let
floor
me
finish will be
show
only.
you.
I'm not
We
understanding.
have this ceiling.
Okay, I'm not understanding why below the slab. finish below the slab. Why is it necessary then?
Means you are asking about inserting a layer
Yeah,
below this.
below the slab.
Yes. Yeah. So there we can add a membrane layer, right?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So let's insert it. So I will change this function. Let me insert this first. Okay. So there you can assign it as a membrane layer, thermal layer, finish 2 that you can mention. Okay. Uh, so first of all, let me mention it as a substrate 2. I will add some others also. So let me assign this as this one. You can add this as a plaster, or you can create your own material. So I will come on this later, how you can create your own material, or if you can find out the right material over there, so that you can choose, or if there is a gypsum board you want to place, that you can also, this one, that you can also place. So here it will not be placed, so we will place it with this concrete, cement, sand. This one we will choose and use this rendered appearance, whatever in the render, that will be also visible in shading. So that is the shading visual style. In that we will get the render effect also, or the render color. Okay, so that's why we will choose this one. You can find out uh, in the existing library. So not this one. Okay, yes, so it is already there. Click this one, and there you have this AC material. Open that, and there you can find out all this. Okay, so you can go with this concrete, miscellaneous, these things are available, and there you can find out. Okay, so just stretch it out, and you have this, all these things. Okay, so whatever is the right one, you choose it. So let's click on apply, and okay, so that I will like 12 as a thickness, and just let's this one, just control A and control C, we'll copy this and we will paste it over there. We'll have the same material here. Let me specify 13, and we will add some other materials over there, like insert, make it down. Okay, that will be your membrane layer. Okay, sorry, so specify over there membrane layer, that you are specifying membrane layer, and there can define this as a material and use render appearance, apply. Okay, and it will not have any thickness. Okay, next add for your floor finish, make it up, and there you define as a finish one. Okay, and then there you can assign the material. So what should I choose for floor finish? Which material should I choose, Namrata?
Tile, floor, vitrified tile.
Okay, so
Ceramic.
okay, so let's go with this. Click on apply and okay. And what is the general thickness of tiles, like 10 millimeter or 15 millimeter?
10 mm.
Okay. So now this is the total thickness for your floor, 185, and you click on OK and you apply it. So don't change on this. See, I have changed this, so I will not ever get back the original one. The original properties of this generic 150 mm, I will not get it back. Right? So always go with duplicate. Don't do this. So as because I'm demonstrating here, so I'm not creating duplicate, I'm making it quick. Click on apply. Now what you can do is you can go with this pick walls. So you don't have to go with one by one and pick all the walls. So what you should do is when you are hovering your mouse on a single wall, press tab. You can select the chain of walls. Okay. Now you will be creating this line. Okay. So you can create with offset. So right now this will be not the right one. You can see this is the dotted line you're getting. So that will not be the right one. So let me go with this line, or you can go with this pick line option, and there you can specify the offset like 100 mm. And okay, now you have to trim this part. So for that we have this trim option. Okay, or else you can choose the shortcut. So here this will remain this part, so you will click on this segment, and this will remain, so you will click on this segment. So other part will be trimmed. So now this is the floor, and this corner will be joined. You select this and this, so it will be extended as well.
Now, I have a question over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, since it's a small plan, so we are able to select, multiple kinds of different lines. But what if the plan is big and we want to select all the lines at once, the periphery lines? Is it possible in Revit to do so? To give an
Yeah,
offset?
you can do that. You can do that as well. So the same thing here, it is also applicable in here also. So let me show you. So the same thing, you can go with this pick wall option, like this way you can get it. So here you can see I'm getting at the center of this wall. Why? Because probably uh, I defined all these walls because
The
with
center line.
uh, the location line, center line. So that's why. So here I'm not getting the proper line. So what should I do? So then I should go with this line option or this pick line option. Okay, so that is one.
So the pick line option when we take, we can like you were selecting one and giving an offset. So like in AutoCAD we can make it an polyline, and when we do the offset, all the lines are selected at once and we are able to do the offset at once, right? So that is what I'm
Right.
asking. Can you choose all the lines at once and do an offset uh, at once?
Yeah, we can do that here also. Like if you're telling me like this, okay, and here you have this offset command. Okay, here we have this, so you can have this.
So we
So
have to
what
add the
is
wall
the
thickness, center wall thickness
yeah?
plus
So
the offset that we want.
remember what is the yes, you remember what is the wall thickness. So according to that, you will give the offset value over there.
Plus, yeah, I understood that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So let me give it like 250 offset. So you will create like this. So this way you can go with this offset, and you can again don't go with this single picking option. Just hover your mouse on a single line and press tab, you can select the chain of line and all the line will be offset at
Yes,
once.
that is what I was asking. We can select the
Yes, yes.
tab and then we select all the
Uh,
lines at once, right?
yes,
Yes.
yes, that you can do. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So TR for your trimming part, and that's trimmed, and that will be trimmed. So now you have created your floor. Okay, it's done. So you select this floor and you check that all the properties is set properly. It is done, and you can check in 3D as well. So this you have created, this floor you have created. Okay, this is your membrane layer. Okay, now suppose you want to create a slope over there. Okay, so how you can do that? So go to this, select this floor and go to this edit boundary option, and there you have this slope arrow. Okay, and you specify this side is the slope arrow. Okay, this side will be the slope arrow, and you go to there, you see. So you can mention how much slope will be there. Okay, while specifying that. So let me edit it, let me change it. Go to level 1 and select this floor, go to edit boundary, and after that also in this edit boundary option you can change the boundary. Suppose if you need any hole within this, so you can create a hole over there. Okay, so let me show you this first. There is one tiny hole, so that there you can see this kind of things you can do with this. So just select it, go for it boundary, we don't need this, let me delete it, and you go with this slope arrow. Okay, you first specify the point, and this side will be the arrow. Okay, go with this, and there you can see this is the height offset, so we don't need that much of height offset. Okay, so like 100 is good, and then you apply for it and click on OK, and you can check it in 3D. That is the one. So now after this, what you can do is you have to lift all this, right? You have to lift all this. So for that, what should you do? So this will not be in the positive direction, this will be in the negative direction. So go for this edit, select it, that will be minus 100 direction. Let's make it 50. Okay, now here you can see. All right, now what should you do? You'll be extending like this and you will be matching this way? No, you cannot do that. So what should you do? Select these walls, and there you see you have this attach top or base. You have this option, so you can attach with this base or this floor. So if you ever change the floor height or floor slope, you change it, So that will be updated. So wall height will be updated. It will be linked with that. It will be attached with that base. So that is the process. So select it, or you select all these walls. Go with this, select all instances. Yeah, please ask.
So if the floor is on the same level, but so for example in toilets, if I have to give a slope in finish, then it's possible here, like in the finish,
Okay.
like this whole floor plate is getting into an angle. But if
Right. Yes. Yes, I can understand this. Yeah, so that you can do also. I'm coming on that part. Attach, go with this attach top or base. So you have to specify top or base. So in default, you will be selected with top. Don't go with that. Base. And which one is the base? This one is the base. So select the base. Okay, now you can see. And for these internal or interior walls, you have to do like same. Okay, is that understood?
yes.
Now what you are asking, so for that what you should do, let me undo this. So we have this like, and here you see we have these add point option. Okay, so if you go with this add point, and there you can add a point, you can add these points over there. So is this the right side? Yeah. So you can add to this side. Let's add to this. Okay, now press escape once. Now you can choose this point, and there you can see this is right now aligned according to the surface. Now here you can change the height of this point. Okay, so for that let me give it -50, and you press enter. And for this also like the same, you can go with this value, click on this -50, enter, and there you have created. Okay, so for that you have done it. You can see for particular this side you have created. Okay, and you can change with this point also, like if you select it, you can add another point over there. Okay, so that will be only added in that. Okay, yeah, so that will be updated. So the thickness for this will not be changed. Okay, so thickness will remain constant. If you change this point, it will be changed. The bottom surface accordingly will be changed. Like you were asking that only the top surface will get slope, but the bottom surface will remain same. So that is not possible. So there, you know, the thickness will be changed. Thickness will be less at those points. So that's why you get this kind of effect. All right, so go for attach top and base, and base. This is the base, and this is right now attached with this. So again, you can go with these walls, attach top or base, and base. This is the base and done. Okay. Now, if you want to detach those walls, so we can go with this detach options. All right. Okay. So now what I was going to show you. So for that, I have created this floor, and then for this I will be creating ceiling. So I'll choose ceiling, and it will be placed on level 2 or level 1. So it will be placed on level 1. That's right. Okay. So if you are placing floor, then you should go with you will be placing on level 2 if you are going with this floor option. If you are going with this ceiling option, then it will be placed on level 1. So let's go with level 1, and right now you have this is the height offset from. Okay, so you can have this automatic ceiling. So you just select the boundary, select the wall boundary, and then that you can select, you can create your ceiling. But we will choose with sketch ceiling option. Okay, so I can go with this one. Let me choose 100 as an offset, and let me draw the lines. If you need to place your slope arrow, that you can go with. Okay. Now go to 3D. There you see, this is right now your ceiling. That is the height offset from level 1, right? So the height, what will be the height offset according to the level 2? So that is 3000. This will be the height offset, 3000. Okay, that is the height offset from this level 1. Now let's go to 3D. Here you see, and here also you can change this thickness and all. You can create new one, or if there is any list of, so you can choose this one, or you can choose this one. Now what I'm going to show you, that let me delete this wall, and what I will show you, that I will create one curtain wall over there, or not this wall. Let me choose this one, so this will be better. Yeah. So let's select this one. Now I will go with this massing and site. I will go with this massing and site. Here I will create one mass. Okay, so free form I will create. So for that I'll choose in place mass. Okay, in place mass, and here you can go with this mass one name. Better you define the name. So let's go with curtain wall. Okay, here you can go with this underscore. Click on OK, and now we will create. So let me create shape. So go with this pick line option. You can go with this pick line here, where the placement plane is. So that is level 1. So this is the level 1. So that you can choose, okay, or else you can go with this line option. Okay, so this line is created over there, and now let me go with this thickness option. I can go with this thickness option, like 50 or 75. Let me specify 75. Enter. Okay, now this is created. So same you can create on that top. So as it is a closed loop, will not create. So what I can do is I can go with this create solid form. So it will create a solid form over there with that thickness. Okay, it is created. Okay, so here you can see that this is up to this floor. It is created up to this level. Okay, so if you want to change the material, there you can specify the material like glass, clear glazing, use render appearance, or this if this is the appearance, or go to appearance. There you can specify like blue is these things you can change how much it will reflect sheet of glass, and apply. Click on OK. That you have specified, and now you finish this mask. Okay, and after this you can change the height. Okay, if you want to change the height, you can change it. All right, so it will automatically snap to the nearest surface. Now let's change this position. So see how Revit is intelligent. It is showing you the vertical and it's snapping to the nearest line. Okay. See how easy is that? And now after this you can go with this curtain system. Okay, so this curtain system will be applied on this mask. Okay, and you choose this, and there you create system. So before going to this create system, you apply these changes. If you want to apply changes, you should go with this create a new one. Don't edit the existing one, create a duplicate first, then modify it. It is the best practice. Never ever change the original ones. So create a duplicate one and then create it. So there you see the first grid is 3000 is the spacing. Second grid is 1500 spacing. Interior type booleans are not there. Okay, border type booleans are not there, so you can add booleans after that also. So if it is okay, let's click on this adjust for boolean size, and now you select this and go for this create system. After selecting this, go for this create system. So this is right now created this system, and you can add booleans after that. Okay, so right now it is done. and right now go with this Boolean all grid lines. We apply to all grid lines. See, some of the Booleans are trying to place are too short of this type, were not placed on the grid. Okay, so yeah, zoom it and place it. Okay, and now if you want to make these continuous, make it continuous, select all these Booleans. So if you're facing problems while selecting, zoom it or go with tab. Holding the control to select all of this and make it continuous. There it is, continuous. All right, so you should extend this wall also up to this. Okay, so this how we will do it. So this is about your curtain system, curtain grid, your Boolean, placing your floor, placing your ceiling. Okay. Now next about placing your window. It's simple like door or window. Now go to level 1 and then place your windows. Okay, it's placing like the same. Go with the window and then you choose the right window. So let's go with this window and then you can place this window over there. Okay, so now while placing door or window, you will have this one also, tag on placement. While placing, you can activate this and you will have tag with this placement. Okay, so you can change the tag value. Let me go with this, select this and change. Let's change the mark like W1. Just like the same, let me go with this, annotate, and there you have this tag by category, and here you see why it's coming because of this mark there. So if I change this like 1, so it will be showing 1. Here also you can change it B1. To 1. Let's change this over there. Let me change it like 1. If I change it, let me see. Okay, so for window tag, it is not attached with this mark option, so it is totally unattached. So there you can specify W1 with the tag. So like the same, you can while placing, you can place all your tags, or else what you can go where you can go is annotate tab, and there you have this tag category and you have this tag all. So you can select and all the objects will be tagged, so that you can go with this tag all. And if you go with this door tags, all the door will have the tags, you see. So this way you can tag all. Fine. And then
Similar.
Yeah.
With that.
Sorry. Yes.
Select all the doors. Like you
Yeah.
selected all.
Yeah. All the door. So door tag is there. Room tag. Your window tag also is there. So you have to choose the category. For that category, all the objects will be tagged. Okay. So this is all for today.